Good morning, passport holders. Today, December 22nd, 2016, day 783 of the vlogs, and today's off to a great start. Short sleep, couldn't really fall asleep, or I kept waking up as well. Some really weird dreams, which is its own thing, but I'm going to let that go. Woke up around 8:30 this morning and had two caption requests in the queue, both short videos under 10 minutes. So did both of those, kicked those back to clients. Clients were happy, yay! And then I got dressed, showered, all that good stuff, and received a flurry of emails from my internal tools telling me that certain pieces couldn't be completed. So I was like, what's going on there? And it ends up that for some reason my Slack API deal isn't working correctly. I have no idea why. It's been working fine since I built it. I don't know, 4 months ago, 6 months ago. So I don't know why it's all of a sudden erroring out. It does appear to be part of a larger thing though, so it may just be a Slack side thing. So I'm not going to really develop or look at like what is going wrong on the development side. The more interesting piece though is why were those things being thrown? And that's because a ton of work has just come in from the VaynerMedia guys. It looks like they're heading out for the holidays, and I understand that. But they sent over like 3 hours worth of content. Now, to give you some perspective, given the way that Gary talks and crosstalk and everything else, we're looking at like 24 hours worth of work. Now, and that's all fine, well, and good in a normal situation. Unfortunately, I gave every one of my outsourced captioners the time off between now and Tuesday. So it's literally just me. And 24 hours of work isn't unreasonable because I've got a ton of, I'm not doing anything is the answer. So I can get it done, but it's just a lot of work and I'm not happy about it. The thing that I'm not happy about, honestly, is that a lot of this content has been being sat on for 10 or more months, and it comes in with the ASAP flag. And it's like, guys, you can't sit on stuff for 10 months and then expect it to be done in 5 minutes when it's 3 hours worth of work. It's 3 hours worth of content, 20 plus hours worth of work. So I'm going to get started on it. It's going to be the thing that I kind of do over the next couple of days. And I'll just get it done when it gets done. My hope is that I will have at least the 2 shorter videos done in the next few hours. Clintus's episode will come up. The 2 other videos that I have today will go up around 5 p.m. I'm going to give those clients precedence. When their stuff comes in, I'm going to do it, turn it around, go back out. But if I can get 2 videos done today from Gary, the shorter of the 4, the shortest 2 of the 4, which is about half hour's worth of content runtime, I'll be happy with that. If I can get the 3rd piece, which is like a 35-40 minute interview, I'll be super pumped. But I have no anticipation of getting to that 2-hour keynote anytime today. I'm just going to try and handle what I can, keep all my other clients happy. But it's going to be a very boring day, and especially so because it is completely raining outside, so I can't even go for my long walks and clear my head and like give myself little breaks outside. Like it's a torrential downpour, and it's supposed to be that way for a couple days here in Phoenix. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday as this is being recorded. Let's get this one started. All right, guys, so we're just looking at what, 1 o'clock, 1:30, 1:30. Time is flying by. Where are we at? The first of the 2 Gary videos that I want to get done today has been done and returned to Vince, so that's rad. I ate some lunch. I spoke with the designer that I've been working with. We have a final logo design for this channel. We have a final new font for this channel. I paid her and tipped her for all of her work. She is just awesome, and you know, it's one of those things where it's like she's hustling like days before Thanksgiving, or days before Thanksgiving, days before Christmas. And I know that she's got a daughter that she's spending a ton of time with, and you know, is still, I think she's under 8 months, so like she's sneaking in the work when she can, and she did a tremendous job, and I'm just super pumped to begin to use it. But now the fun part for me over the course of between now and the end of the year, is I have to create the animation for it, which is something that I'm not great at, but it is something that I want to do, but I at least have the final version of the logo itself, so that is a winner. Next up for me is Clintus's episode that came out about 21 minutes ago from everything I can see on my side of things. It looks like it's a 12-minute video, so probably about an hour and a half worth of work. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the other video, the 14-minute video that the VaynerMedia team sent over today, and that's going to probably get me very close to 5 o'clock. If I'm going to be completely honest, if I do my math right. So that'll give me 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then I've got to run a couple of errands, which I don't want to do at like 4:30, 5 o'clock, so I may sneak those in beforehand because I really don't want to go to the grocery store again over the course of the next few days. So like I'd much rather get it done now and not go to a grocery store or really go out anywhere between here and the day after Christmas. So I think that's going to be the plan. I'll either, I don't know, I'll figure that out. It depends on how I feel and the weather conditions as much as anything else. Even though I'm only going like 5 blocks to the grocery store, I just don't want to do it in the rain and the craziness and rush hour. It's bad news. But stop complaining, start working. That's what I want to do. Let's do it. 3:45 at this point. VaynerMedia has continued to drop a ton of stuff into queue. It's slightly frustrating. I understand from their side, right? Oh, hey, I have to finish this before I go, and the office is closed tomorrow, and the office is closed on Monday, and it's all got to get done. Like, I get where they're coming from. It's a lot of content they're throwing in. I mean, we're talking multiple hours worth of content. So my weekend, which was looking to be very light, very simple, will not be as a result because I've kind of let everyone in the team, outsource captioners and all that stuff, I let them all know, like, you will not be getting any work from me over the holiday weekend until I told them hopefully Monday afternoon is when we'll pick it back up. And I only asked 2 of my 5 folks in order to sit there and even be available on Monday. So I do think it's a little crazy that they're pushing through all this content, but it is what it is. Clintus's episode is done. I did one other episode for one of my smaller channels. They're done. I've got one more that should come out shortly after 5 p.m. And so I'm just going to continue to grind on this stuff. It is frustrating, though, because I would have liked to have had the downtime in order to continue to work on personal projects or take care of myself or just veg out. And it's not going to happen when there's almost all things said and done, 5 hours worth of content in the queue between all of my clients right now, and it won't get under, I can guarantee you it will not get under 3.5 tonight. So is what it is, life of a small business owner. Alright guys, so starting the editing on the vlog, and notice that I did not say goodnight, so I will say goodnight now. Basically what happened was I went to the bar. I ended up hanging out with a couple of friends, meeting a couple of new friends. I was working there for about an hour and a half, all things said and done, and I got to a really good spot. But I didn't finish the second video, which I was hoping to get done, which I'm okay with, but it is a real thing at some point that I need to like go and handle that video. The fun part about last night was that a couple of people kind of found out what I was doing, and I've been toying around more and more with the idea of potentially opening an office and hiring employees if a couple of the deals that I'm working on come through. Maybe not immediately in 2017, but like Q2, so like April, May kind of time period. Bringing on part-time employees, potentially full-time employees, dependent upon if all these deals go the way that I think they might, then it may be a requirement. But what was really interesting about those conversations is that I had 2 different people legitimately say, yo, I will leave my job in order to go and do that. And that's interesting. If I'm able in those situations to sit there and inspire people enough to want to come and join my my fight, that's interesting. So I am gonna go and edit this vlog now, the vlog that you're currently seeing, because I actually have a party that I have to get off to. But I will say thank you guys so much for your time and your attention. As always, I appreciate it so much. And remember, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still, so go do cool stuff. Bye for now.